Hey guys, out here in front of the federal courthouse in Las Vegas. Yesterday I was denied entrance or entry to the courthouse because of my ID. I've used this ID to visit the political prisoners. I've used this ID to come to this courthouse and file some paperwork with the clerk. Before I went in yesterday, one of the officers said, hey, heads up, they're not going to allow you in because of who you are. I didn't understand what that meant, but I was like, whatever. I kept walking. I go in, I show them this ID. They denied me. They said that they can deny me because it's not a real ID. I asked them where in the laws, or where does it give them that authority? Where are they getting their authority from? They couldn't answer. They didn't want to answer. So I've been talking to some legal professionals here in Nevada and in California who suggested that I come back, get the names, and write down the laws or ordinance or codes that they try to throw at me. So I'm going to go in here. I want to document it. I want to get their information. I'm not here to start any trouble. I do intend to go and file with the Supreme Court of the United States. But first I have to get the proper information so I can go in and take further action. I want to get this recorded and documented just so I can have more proof. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to put the phone in my pocket. I'm going to go in, ask them if they can please bring back that marshal that came out yesterday. So you guys should be able to see right there. What's up, bro? I didn't see you here. I'm about to go inside, man. I'm live right now.
I'm on Mars Larson, so...
You're live right now?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting.
Okay. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna ask him some info that I needed yesterday. Hello. Yes, can I get that marshal that was here yesterday?
Well, get the marshal's PQ.
Thank you.
He's the gentleman that had paperwork with the Secretary of State.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Mr. Martinez?
Yes, sir. I'm Mr. Martinez.
Pretty much. Do you have a regular ID today or no?
No. What's that?
You're probably not coming in.
That's fine. I just want to find out under what authority they're working under. Yes.
Where are you folks headed? Where are you folks headed? I can't. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. You can take your phones, but they have to be shut off when you go on the floor. Okay. As long as you're not going to the 7th floor. These are all on the 3rd. Okay, but I don't see a judge's name. That's your lawyer, but I don't. Do you know the judge's name? No.
My brother for her
Okay, you can bring your phones as long as they're shut off. How you doing today?
There you go. One at a time.
Hey, Bobby. It's okay. What's up? All right. I just need photo identification. They're probably going to tell you Title 41.
Title 41?
Say it over there. Mr. Martinez,
Yo.
is that who you're looking for?
Yeah. I just need to get the names of the marshals and other people who are denying me entrance to a public facility. I'm just trying to figure out the name just so I can go to the Supreme Court of the United States. I'm trying to file paperwork. That's all my intent is. That's all I'm here
Except for the
for.
marshals, of course, we have no...
Right. And yeah, exactly. They don't have authority over this either. They're not allowed to impede on my...
I may agree with you, disagree with you on, but that's not...
Right. We can disagree, but the supreme law of the land says I do have access to this building. It's not your building. It's our
I
building.
gotta tell you though, I really would like you to wait outside.
No, that's okay. I'll wait right here.
No, actually you can't.
Okay.
You can't because you haven't come through security. And we can't let
I can go through security.
So Title 41 says you have to have a proper ID.
I can go through security if you want to make sure I'm not armed.
You're not coming through security, you don't have an ID.
Yeah.
So that's what you can look at us all you want. You wait right behind the glass.
Okay. I'll wait right here.
Okay, I'm sorry. How you doing, sir? See you, Michael. That's all. Have a good day.
So here we have it. We have first and second class citizens. If you do not have the proper ID, then they'll deny you entry. I do have an ID that is honored in the state of Nevada, and I have used it for different reasons. So I want to challenge their jurisdiction. They claim that I don't have those rights because I don't have an ID. But bottom line, I'm still a human being. I still have rights. They have privileges. We give them authority. They don't give us authority. They can't tell us what proper information we can and cannot have. This is apple still. It's honored by the state of Nevada. Has the seal, the number, and signed by the Secretary of State. So here we have it. If you have an ID, you walk in. You're obeying. You've complied with their rules. You have the ID that they want you to have. I am free. I don't want a contract. Again, I have rights. They have privileges. They refuse to understand that. They think they have the higher authority, which they obviously don't.
You can come on this side of yours if you like. Thank you.
So they obviously know who I am. They already have my information. So if it's a security reason, they already have my name. They knew who I was when I walked in. So they know who I am. This is the reason why they're denying me entrance is because I do not want to comply with the contracting law, which requires us to obtain an identification that's authorized by them. I don't want to. I don't want none of that. All I simply want to do is just go to the clerk's office after I get the information from these fellas here.
Right here.
Okay.
Look, guys, all I need is the name and the authority that they're operating under. That's all I need. That's all I need. Is okay, okay.
And he just gave his partner the heads up that he's recording. So just heads up, don't hurt him. This is, guys, I'm here on my own behalf. I'm not here to go to the court hearing that they're having upstairs.
I want to get to the clerk's office and obtain some information there, and the information is open to the public. And they cannot create first and second class citizens just because they disagree with the identification that I have. It's open to the public. We allowed them to be here. We have rights. Remember that, guys. We have rights. They have privileges. Their authority comes from the consent of the governed. My only purpose is to go behind this little area here and go to the clerk's office. I need certain information. There's information that I need. And they're depriving me of that and infringing on that. So all I want is their name, the badge number, and under what authority they're operating under. So they obviously know who I am. Again, guys, they know that as soon as I walked in, they said Mr. Martinez. So they can't say it's a security issue. They have my name. They have all my ID information that I had, my last contract that I had with the state. So what is this truly about? That's what you have to ask yourself. I mean, I don't know how hard this is. All I need is the name, information. If they want to allow me in, I'll go in and I can put this behind me. But this is so stupid. I don't understand what this is about. Well, I understand what it's about. I know it's about me not complying, me going against the current, me going against the system, which I will always stand for. I will always stand on my convictions. I will not comply just because they want to deny me a right. Now my battery is pretty low, so we'll see how long this lasts.
Hey, sir, how's it
What's
going?
up, man?
Hey, how are you?
All I wanted to do, man, is just get some information, brother.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. How can I help
This
you?
is the ID I've always used. It's honored in all 50 states. I've showed this to officers even in Texas and California. This is the ID. These are the witnesses. This is the language appropriate to the state of Nevada. I was notarized. I sent it into Carson City. They sent it back with an apostille. The number, if you look on the process.
I'm gonna help you.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna do two things first.
Go ahead.
I want you to stop recording.
Okay.
So please stop recording.
It's off. It's off. It ran out of batteries.
All right.
Go ahead.
Set it down for me. You can't record in this premises. So
Oh, okay.
set-
Then I'll keep my property on me. How
that's
about
fine.
that?
Put it inside a pocket where it's not visible.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have anywhere else it will fit. It sticks out quite a bit.
Stick it in your pocket. There we go. Okay. So, what is it you need? Have you tried to get access and they said you couldn't have access?
Right. And I'm trying to figure out under what authority, because I'm trying to do go to the Supreme Court under Rule 20 and file certain paperwork. But first, I need the names of the marshals and under what authority. Those are the only things I'm here for.
Okay, well, if you need information from the marshals, I can't help you with that. All right, you can
Well,
request
then
you can request to speak to one of them.
I did.
You did? Okay, what did he tell you?
He walked back. He didn't want to talk. Okay.
So who told you that this idea was coming?
You the fellas yesterday. I spoke to a supervisor from the marshals yesterday, so I was just trying to get a hold of him to see if he can help me out.
Okay. Okay, so you don't have any other form of ID? You don't have a state driver's license?
No.
Passport?
Right.
Any of the things that are required for entering into a federal?
No. I mean, this is what I've been using as my identification. I refuse to contract. Hail versus Eagle says my right to contract is unlimited, and I don't have to contract with the state. So this is what I'm using as ID.
So what is your exact business in the courthouse?
I want to go to the clerk's office and find out some information that I would like to keep private, but that's what I'm here for, and that's the business I want. I mean, once I get access, I don't know why I would be limited to certain areas of the courts.
Well, anything that's open to the public is fine. If you're, the general rule of thumb is you're conducting business.
Right, exactly, and that's what I'm here for.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that this is not going to be a valid form of ID to gain interest into a federal.
Yeah, and I've already been told that, and that's all I'm trying to figure out is the name of the marshals and under what authority. They can't. Who's giving them these rules? They can't just. We don't live in the king's times where they can just write a rule and proclamation and there it's rules. They have to abide by us, we the people. We give them consent. Their powers, rights, and consent to the government.
Yeah, I'm aware. So, as a rule, to enter almost any federal building or federal courthouse, you must possess valid form of
And that's
identification.
what I'm trying to challenge. I want to get the information so I can go and challenge this in the Supreme Court of the United States. But without that information, I can't move forward. So I need the information, I need the names. How can I go in front of a judge and say I have a dispute? And he's going to say, well, who's the guys that told you this? I don't know. He needs the names. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm hearing.
So what I would suggest is that you find some information on the Real ID Act. Are you familiar with the Real ID Act?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
And it's unconstitutional.
Okay, but, and that's your opinion, you're entitled to that, absolutely. But that's what governs the access into federal buildings.
Okay. I thought the Constitution was the supreme law of the land and governs any law. Any law repugnant to the Constitution is null and void, and individuals may ignore that law. And that's what I'm here doing. I'm trying to ignore the law and do what's my right as an individual, as a person.
I got you. I understand what you're saying, but I can't make it any clearer. The rules and regulations of this particular facility require that you have a valid form of identification to gain access.
Okay. So can I just get the names of the people?
If you don't have a valid form of ID, then you can't have access.
Cool. Can I get the code or the rule or who's enforcing these?
Yeah, the Real ID Act.
And okay. And who's the marshals that are denying it?
But I don't know. I don't have that information.
So you're denying the entry, right?
You've been denied access by the court, the CSO.
Okay, I need a physical person. You guys are asking me for identification, and I'm asking you for identification.
I didn't ask you for ID. What I said is you have to have it to gain access.
Yeah, so there it is. I have an ID, but I need the information so I can go on about this. I'm trying my best to go through the legal channels, and here I am. I'm being stuck. I'm being stopped. What is it? I need the information of the person who's denying the entry. Well, if it's a marshal, please bring the marshal out here so I can speak. Because this is just out of line. You guys are acting like tyrants. This is how tyrants act. And look what happened to the last tyrants. Look to the last tyrants. Things didn't go so good, right? Because people don't want to take this crap. They want to just get access to what's ours. This is not yours. It's ours.
Yeah, it's ours. Mine included.
Yeah,
it's ours. It's ours.
Yeah, but once you put that uniform on, you serve us now, right?
That's correct. Yeah. Right. So but we all have rules we have to live by. In order to gain access to the building, we have to have proper ID, and that is governed by the Real ID Act.
And did you raise your right hand to sworn up to the Constitution? You did? Okay, so you have a duty to ignore that law and rule in my favor. Help me out.
Yeah, that's not the position that I'm in.
No? So you're admitting you're a tyrant.
That's not the position that I'm in. I'm just
You're in a tyrannical position.
What I'm telling you is that to gain access to a federal facility, not all of them, but most level 3s and 4s, that you have to have a valid form of identification. If you just get a valid form of ID, you're more than welcome to
Yeah, I don't want to. I opt out. Every individual has the right to contract and not to contract. I don't want to contract. This is my ID. This is what I'm using. And it's been used before to get in. I've gained access in here before. One of the security guards said it's not because of who I'm here for, it's because of who I am. I didn't know what that meant until I walked in and everybody knows my name. So everybody knows who I am. This is obviously not
I don't know either.
Well, they do. The ones who are denying me do. So they're denying me access to a building that I have all rights to. And they claim it's a security purpose, but they already have my first and my last name. If I was to do something here, they would know who I am anyway. So this is just because I've not complied with the rules of the law that the tyrant signed in, and I'm doing it my own way. So all I'm asking is for the names of the individuals. That's all I want, and I will leave. I will leave.
Okay, stand by for me.
Okay.
Okay. Don't videotape.
Okay.
I know it's audio recording.
Yeah.
Don't video.
You got it. You're standing there, dude. You're quick.
I'm everywhere. You know that.
You're like that butler from Mr. Deeds.
I know, I'm everywhere.
Yeah, quick.
I'm maybe all good. I'm everywhere.
figure out, dude. I just want the names of the guys who are denying me. I'm trying to go to the Supreme Court of the United States, and they said you need this information before we can move forward. I'm trying to get the information.
Who you try to get
Just the marshal who was denied me access, because it was the marshal who said, well, we don't accept that. I talked to some legal professional, and they said you go back down there and get the information, so then when we go to the Supreme Court, and we'll rule on this. And it'll be pretty much the first cases that we're doing right now. It's me and a couple other guys in California that are doing this. So I'm trying to move forward with it and join them, but I can't because the information that I need is being withheld. I'm not here to start any trouble.
specifically at your house that you had that issue?
Yeah, I talked to you yesterday. I'm not. I told you, I have family law enforcement, and I'm not here trying to start trouble. It's the law that you guys enforcing that I have a problem with. That's all I'm here for. Yeah. And I'm not armed. I'm not armed at all. All right. Excuse me?
What do you carry?
I'm carrying HK-45.
Not now.
No, I just raised it.
You're smart.
No.
You gave good yesterday.
Okay, appreciate that. Okay. So, again, the only information that I can give you is that it's a requirement into the courthouse that you have a proper form of identification. Now, the Real ID Act, if you go and research the Real ID Act, it gives you a long list of what is an approved form of identification to gain access. I understand.
I want to challenge it.
I understand that, but you're not going to be allowed into the building. You're going to have to find other recourse to challenge that.
Really?
No, the information is there.
But I need the face and the name, because if I go in front of the judge is going to ask me, okay, who denied you? Why did they deny you, and under what authority? I can just say, well, some guy in a DHS outfit and a marshal's badge. So like, that's not clear enough. We need a name. And then if I come back, what if they say, oh, that never happened, he's lying. I'm trying to document it now so I can go and challenge it in the court. That's all I'm trying to do.
So I can tell you, my name is Commander Nielsen, and that you're being denied access because you don't have a proper form of identification. If you get a proper form of identification, you're in the courthouse.
Okay. So, all right, I think that's it. So I will, and you're going under their authority, right?
Marshal's over the law.
The law.
Federal law.
All right. Cool. All right. If I need any more information, I'll try to call. Do you have a card that I can get?
I do not have a card.
Does anyone else have a card? I just need a card. I need a card from somebody before I go. All I need.
Don't have a card.
Well, can I get one of the security guards?
Yeah, you can have our dispatch number. You can get a hold of anybody.
See, what's going to happen is I'm going to go to the court. They're going to ask me who denied it. I know, but you're saying under their authority, right?
No, under the Real ID Act of 2005, without a proper form of identification, you are being denied access into the facility.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, we give you the 877 number, which is the number to our dispatch.
Okay. I'm ready for it.
So, remember that by the top of my head. 1-877-437-4111.
I'll do that. What does Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution say?
877-437-4111.
You know Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution?
I'm not going to recite the Constitution.
No. That's not allowed.
No?
Big smile. Big smile. 7411.
741. My fault.
Almost. All right, guys.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
And if I'll call that number in case anything changes.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
So I was denied access in the court building because of my ID. I did get the information that I needed. I will call that number. I'm going to try to move forward with the Supreme Court of the United States, and we'll go from there. I'll see you guys in a bit.